Hello, good afternoon, Henry. How are you doing? You okay?
Doing quite fine. And yourself?
Fantastic, thank you very much. So, as promised, this is a video review from our coaching mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to start by asking you a couple of questions and then I'll go and get your feedback. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. The first question will be, why did you join the coaching and what was the reason? Sorry, let's start again. So, why was it you joined the coaching and what was it you hoped to gain from it?
Why I joined your coaching group was because I had some bad experiences with different people trying to advise me, and I came up to a point that I was ready to call it all quits. I lost a lot of money, didn't find the fun in it, couldn't understand what was happening, and got really bad advice. And at that specific time, I found your group, and even not being in a paid membership or any group, etc., I sent you a message, and just through the messaging alone, you managed to put my mind at ease that it is all part of the process, and you gave me some advice on how to handle it. I even had some open positions. You gave me some free advice on how to manage those positions. And through that conversation, you gained my confidence and even managed to turn around the emotion. And I got eager and I got interested in, well, if this person can do this through voice chatting based upon knowledge, true knowledge, then I'm quite keen to see what else is behind that and to see if I can actually learn instead of gaining bad advice and lose money quite quickly.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's fantastic. And I'm sure a lot of people can actually relate to that as well. A lot of people start off in the industry with a negative experience, and quite often or not, it's what turns around and sort of pushes them away from the industry.
It is. If you look on the internet, you can find thousands of signal groups, and everybody has the most fantastic algorithm. And if you believe them all, you can become a millionaire with just investing 10 euros within 2 weeks. And if you're not doing it, you're an idiot. But once you gain knowledge, and that's what I got from our coaching service, once you gain knowledge from the back end, what's happening, why it's happening, get clarification in what price is doing and why it is doing that. So fundamental and technical understanding of what the market is doing, how that all relates. It's foundational to
Complete game
any.
changer.
Yeah, it's a big game changer, and getting someone that is able to explain that clearly in normal English to understand for somebody that doesn't have any experience in the financial market, that's valuable, and that's the reason why I'm still quite happy with the coaching service.
Oh, that's brilliant. And that sort of leads into my next question as well, which would be, how is it that you found the coaching process? Did you find that it was sort of quite simple and effective, or sometimes is it quite confusing?
No, it's the way you structure it. It's hands-on from day one, second one. I believe you did 3 minutes. You showed me something, and after that one, it was up to me to do actual technical analysis. Um, and the way you did that, it was really from low knowledge and easy to understand, easy to comprehend. And you did a slow build-up, um, and that you managed to scale up the knowledge as soon as I did extra investigation and got extra knowledge on what was happening or came to you with specific questions. You were able to answer that one at a correct level of understanding.
Yeah, brilliant. And can you now conduct your own analysis to find trades?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. That
fantastic.
was even possible after, I think, the first 3 to 4 mentoring
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
sessions that we had.
Uh huh.
And that was really finding the longer swing trades. Um, but even after the first couple of sessions that we had, the understanding of price action and trends was mind blowing. That's why I understood on a 15-minute time frame, I was sure I'm gonna get a long trade. But looking at the 1 hour and 4 hour time frame, it was an absolute loss, and it was going down.
Yeah.
So that was one of the big mind blowing things on my side. Understanding trends and support and resistance in a proper way and even seeing that play out live, but then on, for instance, TradingView, instead of doing it directly with live money,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes all the difference.
Brilliant, fantastic. And I'm guessing the more sessions you've done, the more we've progressed, the better that analysis has become, the more success rate maybe you've got from the trades of that analysis.
Yes, absolutely. It's still it's a tough market, so you can go up and you go down. But as you explained in primarily the first sessions, from every down you get 2 ups. So as soon as you,
Yes.
in essence, start compounding your profits, and that's what immediately helped me in shifting my mindset on, is not gaining 2 million in one day, but gaining 20 euros in one trade is already epic. And compounding
Profits.
20 euros in 5 trades is still 100 euros. Building upon that knowledge, that's fundamental to the entire process. And yeah, in the follow-up trainings, you added extra knowledge, extra challenges, gave me some challenging symbols to analyze and see where the trades were going, but also the follow-up on trades that actually were plotted in and went wrong, analyzing why those ones were wrong and adding additional confirmations just to gain that extra amount of certainty as far as you can get that, but that extra confirmation level on this one, or finding my way of what I like in trading.
Yeah.
It was not your approach to teaching someone is not your way is the best way. But somehow you gain knowledge about the student that you're working with and try to find a trading setup that works for that person, and that's unique. That's good.
Yeah, because everybody has different emotions at the end of the day, a different personality, and emotions, believe it or not, make up 80-90% of the trading industry. And if you can't sort of manage those impulsive desires and those greeds, you're destined to fail. And off the back of that, what would you say has benefited you the most throughout our coaching calls? Any specific confirmations, any tips? What would you say benefited you most in transgression to your analysis?
In transgression to your analysis, what benefited me the most initially is risk management.
Yeah.
That's one. So having X amount of money versus Y amount of trades, how to work with that.
Imperative.
That's imperative. Trends and understanding trends, not just on 15 minutes, but also on 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily time frame. That was also mind-blowing. But I think the most important part is emotions. Managing emotions. If a trade goes the opposite way, but is still within your stop loss, leaving it there and trusting your own analysis in time that it will not hit the stop loss and it will correct itself. Managing the fact that you've got a trade with a negative amount of money and staying your hands off and just go to dinner in a proper, easy way and sleep sound. That was fundamental. That's the most important one.
Because without that sort of emotional discipline within the trading, like you say, you could very easily adjust your stop loss, get a bit too greedy. Before you know it, that 20 euro loss becomes 200. Before you know it, that 200 is a blown account of 2,000. So it is very much key to survive in the markets. Now, what would you say to somebody who's looking to join my mentorship? What would you recommend?
What I would recommend is do the first session, and give yourself the presence of trying to understand what's going on. Give yourself the time that Kieran can explain how the market works, how money flows, how the impact is of the different indicators and confirmation, and give yourself the additional presence of losing the sense that you need to score big time within a day. Trading is a long-term game. Kieran is there for the long-term support. I've been able to call him at any strange point in time or reach out to him if anything goes wrong. But really invest in the time and let him guide you in the trading community.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, it's a whole new career, it's a whole new job. I tell this people all the time. It takes people multiple years to learn how to become an electrician or a plumber
Yep.
or a constructor. So it's the same with trading. It doesn't happen in a month or 3 months. Yes, it may happen for those lucky individuals who by happen to get lucky, but for the most part it takes a long time and it takes a lot of mistakes, a lot of hours learning.
Yeah, been there, made many mistakes at a certain point in time, but I think any trader does. Still fighting the negative emotions over the positive ones.
Yeah.
As soon as you get one good trade, you already forgot the bad trades. And if you get two bad trades behind each other, then you feel not so happy.
For sure, definitely. And I know you've probably already answered this question in various aspects, but what would you say made myself stand out to other mentorship and coaches? Like, what made you come to me instead of others?
Two things: the personal touch.
Mm-hmm.
You understand where people are at a certain point in time with X amount of experience. That's one. And if you follow for instance, the free group, and if you start analyzing the signals and the trades that you put in for people to follow, the amount of conservativeness in the trades gave me the sense that you know that people are actually working with life money, life savings, trying to gain some extra savings. And the fact that you were aware that people are working with that money instead of just putting in a signal and, oh, well, if they're lost, they're lost.
Yeah, definitely.
You've got a sense of humanity on you, and that's totally different than the other ones.
Yeah. Very realistic. Instead of just spamming 15, 20 trades a day and hopefully 3 or 4 or 5 of them are successful and then be like, oh, my win ratio, this and that. And it's just like, are you really entering those trades? But no, yeah, I completely agree. That's fantastic, thank you. And just to finish off, what would your feedback towards the mentorship be?
The feedback towards the mentorship.
Yeah, so constructive criticism, happy criticism, sort of any sort of general feedback.
In general, happy with the mentorship and itself. Very good on the technical part. So the part is just epic with all the confirmations, and I haven't been able to ask you any questions that you have not been able to answer.
Thank
so
you.
That's really good. What would enhance the coaching or the mentorship itself is gaining more insights, and that's a long-term thing, but gaining more insights on the fundamental part of how the economy works.
Yeah.
If you zoom in on, don't say gold. Gold is the perfect bad example, but for instance, Euro, USD, what makes that symbol go up, go down? What are the forces in the world to work with that?
Okay, that's fantastic. Sort of like correlation factors, economic factors, sort of what makes the price tick. Okay, I'll definitely take that into consideration, yeah.
The Middle East tension with all Israel and Iran, if that region goes boom, then all oil price and gold will go up.
Yeah.
For instance, that simple correlation, but also that one on a chef GPY or an AUD or any symbol like that. And that's, people forget that is elementary knowledge on top of technical analysis to get hands on what's happening in the world.
Yeah, no, for sure. I literally just had a question yesterday and as well, and it was somebody on Instagram, and they sent me a photo of their gold trade, and they said, oh, it hit stop loss because this candle went flying down all of a sudden. It was very sudden. Why was it? What happened? And it was very clear that it was a red flag news event, but they had no idea. They had no idea there was such a thing pretty much that would have such a large impact on the market. So it was quite interesting to explain, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you find trading on Instagram, they make it look easy. You follow just patterns, symbols, shooting stars, I don't know, rocket stars. They've got all different names for the symbols. But it's not that easy. If it was that easy, we had quite a lot of millionaires in the world, and it's not that easy. Not with algorithms, not with AI. If you want to treat yourself to some basic fundamental knowledge, invest the time, have sessions, have good conversations, do demo trading before you actually start gambling with live money, because you can lose it faster than you can deposit it on the account.
Yes, you certainly can. That's fantastic, thank you. I appreciate your video review today, and it has been a pleasure to work with you, and I look forward to many more sessions.
We will do, most certainly.
Awesome.